Good morning, boys and girls. Mr. Baxter's Learning Channel is your place to be. Hey, happy Thursday, May the 7th, 2020. We're getting ready to put our math caps on and get a little math lesson going. Today we're going to be looking at Eureka, Kindergarten, Module 5, Lesson 11. So that is Eureka 5.11 in connection with your seesaw activity today, okay? So we have gathered together. Let's ring our bell really quick so we can free up our mind, get those good vibrations flowing, and then we'll take a look at where we're going and how we're going to get there with our math lesson today, okay? All right, remember, if you're all clenched up, tense because of everything, it's going to be tough to receive that math knowledge. So take a couple deep breaths and let the good vibrations ring out, okay? When you're connected, you feel that? The sound grows stronger, and so does that math brain. All right, let's get rolling. Let's zoom it in and talk about where we're going and how we shall get there today. There we are. All right, so we're going to be using some new math terms, guys. We have been counting to find how many. Well, you guys are excellent counters, so we're going to start using those numbers. Today, where we're going is I can compose. Well, we know from our number bonds, boys and girls, that composing is when we put together, all right? So we will compose and decompose. So from our number bonds, when we break the whole apart, that's decompose. So we will compose and decompose. Do that with me. I can compose and decompose. Awesome. Teen numbers. I can compose and decompose teen numbers. That's those numbers 11 through 20. How we're going to get there, how we're going to show what we know today, guys, is I will build numbers 11 to 20. So if we're building, I think we're going to be composing numbers 11 to 20 with a pattern of one more. So we notice this word pattern. You guys are super readers. You know patterns are things that happen over and over again. So sounds to me like we're going to be building the numbers 11 to 20 with a pattern of one more. We can do that, guys. Put your math cap on. Join me with our Eureka 5.11 lesson, and let's get rocking. All right, so I wanted to pull up our board and ask you a question. I've noticed that part of your seesaw activity today, they're trying to trick you guys. All right, so let's look at what you guys are going to be doing, okay? While Mr. Baxter's getting set up, if you want to hit pause and go get 20 items so that you can count along with Mr. Baxter today, please do so. 20 of whatever items you want. You can get army men, Legos, action figures, whatever you want. Just make sure you have 20 items. Now, it's going to help if you get 10 of one color and 10 of another color, okay? All right, so I've got a couple questions for you guys. I'm going to move this down here and then take a look at how it looks. Let's angle her up so that you can see everything. There we go. All right, look, so we are going to be working today with our numbers 11 through 20. But first, I've got a question for you guys. All right, watch this. If I put these all over the place, there seems to be some confusion, okay? I'm going to spread all these out. Now, I'm taking them out of a full 10 frame, so we know we had 10 to start with. Look, I've spread them all out. They're all over. Is this more right here? This big spread out blotch of 10 dots, is that more than the 10 that we had in our 10 frame? No, it's not, right? It stays the same. Just because we change the shape does not change the number. Watch, if I take these and I put them back in our 10 frame, I can still count. I know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So just because they're all nice and neat up here in my 10 frame does not mean I have any less than when they were all spread out all over the floor. Okay? Keep that in mind. You'll see it in your seesaw activity today. Okay, do you guys have your 20 items? We're going to start with a group of 10. Here is a 10 stick. If you don't believe me, let's count together. How's that look for you guys? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we have a 10 stick that we're starting with. Now, remember, our pattern today, guys, is we're going to be adding one more and taking a look at the numbers 11 through 20. So if we start with our number 11, we know it's got a group of 10 in it, and we add one more. If I put one more on top, now 10 and 1 gives me 11. We write 11 like so. I have a 10 and a 1 right there. I would write 11. Just like that. 2 ones. That 1 showing me there's a group of 10. All right, remember our pattern? We're going to add one more. Put one more of your items on top. Now I see I have a group of 10 and 2. 10, 2. Adding one more gives us the number 12. You're right. So we're building math stairs, boys and girls, just like we did up to number 10. Well, now we're doing math stairs from 11 to 20, showing that there's a group of 10 and adding the 2 ones. All right, let's go. We're going to build all the way up to 20. Coming next is 13. I'm going to continue my pattern, adding one more. 10 and 3 gives me 13. You see? Awesome. Let's add one more. 10 and one more is 4. 10, 4 gives me 14. Oh, you see? We are building math stairs up to the number 20 by adding our pattern of one more. Okay, so 14. If I add one more, that gives me 10, 5. Look there. 10, 5 is going to give me 15, right? 10 and 5 ones gives me 15. So we can add 15, and one more is 10, 6 or 16. 16, and our pattern of one more is 10, 7 or 17. 17 and one more gives us our 10, 8 or 18. Look how tall this tower is getting, guys. 18 and one more gives us 10, 9 or 19. And 19 and one more gives you 10, 10 or 2 10s, which is our number 20. Look at there. We built math stairs from 11 all the way to 20 by using our pattern of adding one more. All right, that's how we do it with our objects. Let's take a look at how you are going to do a couple of these problems on your seesaw activity today. So, while we're doing this, you may put your objects away and go ahead and be thinking about your seesaw activity today while Mr. Baxter gets himself all set up. All right, remember, we're continuing that pattern of one more. All right. So here is what the activity will look like today. We're going to boot up and then make sure you can see. I like it like this because it keeps our learning target and success criteria right there in the back, so we know where we're going always and how we will get there. All right, so here is your first page of your seesaw activity today. It is going to be your story problem. Now, it's a lot like the story that Mr. Baxter was showing you with the dots. All right, look here. Mary has 10 toy trucks. She told her mom she likes to spread them all out over the floor. She said she doesn't like to put them away neatly in the little toy box because then there are fewer toys or less toys. So we're going to draw a picture to prove to Mary that the number of toy trucks is the same if they're all spread out as if we put them in the toy box. Same way we did when we had our dots right here all spread out and then we put them into our 10 frame. Okay? So take a look. First thing you're going to do is use your move tool. Hint, hint. Remember, you could circle the number 10 because it's a very important number to you. Remember, that's how many trucks you're going to have. So there's 1. Let's put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now look, we have trucks all spread out. Let's touch and count them to see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we know we have 10 trucks if they're all spread out. Now, let's use our move tool and put the 10 trucks into the toy box so that we can show Mary that the number stays the same. All right? So here goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, all the toy trucks have been put away into the toy box, but the number stays the same. We did not change the number. We just changed the shape. You're right. And changing the number does not, changing the shape does not change the amount or the number. All right, so we had 10 when they were all spread out and 10 as they're put away. Next thing you want to do, go to page 2. All right, page 2, guys, you are going to use the highlighter tool to color in the towers using that same pattern of coloring one more. We're going to build towers from 10 all the way up to 20. All right, so the first thing you do is use the highlighter tool and get the darker green. Right here, I see they've got 10 and one more was 11. So here I need to color these 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to change my color and I'm going to color one more than they colored in the 11. So I see 11 is 10 and 1. Now I'm going to color 10 and 1, 2. Now, look here. 10 and 2 gives me my next number of 12. So you need to take your move tool, come over here and find the next number that goes in order with your math stair. All right, let's do the next one. Go back and get your highlighter. Get your darker green. We're going to color 10 again because each one of these teen numbers has 10. Look, we color up to the number 10. Change your highlighter to show the group of ones. Last time it was 10 and 2, so we're going to color one more. One more than 2 is 3. So we color 1, 2, 3. Now I get my move tool, come over here. I see 10, 11, 12. 10, 3 is the number 13. We grab it and we put it where it goes. You are going to continue doing this up to the number 20. All right? I cannot wait to see your work. And last but not least, on this last page, guys, you are simply going to use the move tool to put the missing numbers where they go. You're building a tower from 10 up to 20. So you have 10, 11. After 11 comes 10, 2, or 12. 10, 11, 12, 13. You're right, 14. So you can fill in the rest to complete your tower. All right, let's take a look at where we were going and how we were going to get there. I could compose or put together and decompose or break apart teen numbers. How we were going to get there was I will build numbers 11 to 20 with a pattern of one more. We did that with our Lincoln cubes right there, building our math stairs, and you did that with, you will show what you know by building your math towers today. All right, boys and girls, Thank you so much for being here with Mr. Baxter today in the Digital Beehive. Can't wait to see your math brains hard at work. Happy Thursday, boys and girls. Love you. Miss you. Baxter, out.